Hey, today I thought we would start a new series looking at characters and their vices and whether their vices will lead to their demise. Like, what's their kryptonite? Is that going to be the end of them? Well, we're going to look at a few that maybe it has been the cause of their demise and a few that aren't dead yet. So, will it be the cause of their demise? Let's get into it. We're going to kick off with Robert Baratheon. His vice is definitely wine, for one. Secondly, his brash masculinity. We see it early on from him when Lyanna supposedly gets kidnapped by Rhaegar. Could she not have just run off with him on her own? You know, maybe had a choice in it? No, no, no. Robert's like, he's kidnapped her. I will have her back. Starts a war over it. Yeah, bit too, just calm down a second, Robert. Secondly, the tourney, the hands tourney. He wants to go in the melee. Ned's like, seems a bit dangerous, bro. I don't think you should. Cersei, she is like, oh, seems a bit dangerous. If I tell him he can't, then he will. No, Robert, you can't go and do the melee. Well, he is like, oh, my bravo, I must go and put on a show. Little bit dangerous, but that wasn't quite his demise. No, 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 that was the boar. Oh my gosh, another one of his vices is, of course, drinking. And he is pissed as a lord, pissed as a king, in the woods, trying to get the boar. The boar gets him. His brash masculinity, in his having to, I'm the biggest, strongest bloke here. It is his demise. Anyway, the next one we're going to talk about is Ned. Ned, oh my god, this dude, he loves a promise. I think that was kind of a part of his downfall. His marriage to Catelyn is originally supposed to be between Brandon and Catelyn. And then when Brandon dies, Ned's like, yeah, okay then, I promise, I promise. And he takes that very seriously. And with his sister, she's like, oh, promise me, Ned. He takes that very, very seriously, compromising the first promise, but oh my gosh, he just takes them all on. What else he has promised in his time, I don't know. But towards his downfall, he knows that Joffrey's illegitimate. And Robert's lying in bed like, oh, just give me something for the pain and let me die. Ned is there writing the will, and he can't even bring himself to write Joffrey's name in it because he knows it's going to be a lie. He's like promising Robert, yes, your heir will sit the throne. Not Joffrey, though, and yeah, kind of led to his demise. Next, who are we talking about next? Because I've made notes here. Lysa. Lysa. Oh my god. She is obsessed with Littlefinger from such a young age and is very easily manipulated by him. He is her vice, and when she finally gets him all to herself, well, she lets her guard down. She gets so wrapped up in this that she accuses Sansa, opens the moon door. Oh, and her beloved Littlefinger, well, he pushes her through. Yeah, he was definitely her downfall, and I'd say probably her vice too. Next, let's go on to one with a bit of speculation. Because Illyrio, over in Pentos, the Cheese Lord, he's not dead yet. We see him as the guy who houses Daenerys and Viserys at the start of the story, and then later he helps Tyrion when he's escaping Westeros. They have a little chat about poison whilst they're eating. A bit of like, oh, well, it's a bit dangerous accepting food from a stranger. The description of the food is just insane. Very opulent. Illyrio loves his food. It's his vice. And whether he ends up getting poisoned, I think he would still be like, oh, it's poison, is it? I'll have another one. It tastes so good. I mean, whether it's his food that's his downfall or he chokes on it or has a heart attack, he might be lucky if that's his downfall. Because if Daenerys gets round there, whew. Speaking of Daenerys, her vice, oh, definitely a bit of prophecy. She puts her life at risk just birthing her dragons. She walks into a fire, but she's like, I see something for me. a bit like her brother. Maybe that was his demise. But yeah, Daenerys, she loves a bit of prophecy. Whether it's going to be her demise is a long way off, I feel. There is the theory between, like with Azor Ahai and forging Lightbringer. Didn't he put it into water and then a lion and then his wife to forge it? What if Daenerys is so into prophecy that she sacrifices herself and does end up getting stabbed up by Jon Snow? A bit like in the show, but with a lot more explanation, hopefully. And probably a little bit of hope for prophecy. That's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Let me know what you think of these characters and who you might want to see in another video like this. I've got some ideas lined up for other characters, but I didn't want to make this one too long. So, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for that Patreon. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.